So, Terraria's new update was recently released, the Labor of Love update, and with that came a whole new rework of a few melee weapons, especially projectile-based ones. And one of those weapons is the Terra Blade, my favorite weapon in the game. Ever since I got it originally on the Xbox 360, I've loved that weapon to death. So when I saw these changes, I was very disappointed. But if you don't know what the Terra Blade is, here are its stats. Before 1.4.4, aka the new update, it dealt 115 base damage, with a peak of 132 with the legendary modifier. So basically, the base damage gets buffed with the legendary modifier, which adds new percentages and stuff. Don't worry about it. Without armor accessories, so without armor that buffs damage or any modifiers on those existing accessories, whatever. The base sword does 115 damage. That's all you need to know right now. Now, you're probably saying, hey, isn't this worse than the Horseman's Blade, which you can obtain at the same time as the Terra Blade? And to that I say, projectiles. Projectiles help out a lot with this weapon. The projectile, when fired, deals 50% more damage than the blade itself, which is amazing. Or did, but we'll get to that. Meaning that if you're good with aiming, you can use it more like a ranged weapon than a melee. And, in my opinion, the reason this isn't broken is because it's a trade-off. If you're good with aiming, then you get good damage. If you're not, then less damage. It was balanced really well. But Relogic decided to rework an already balanced level into a no-skill spam weapon. The projectile being more than half its original size, but they did nerf the weapon with it only dealing 85 damage now, and the projectile only dealing an increased amount of 17% instead of the original 50%. But now the skill of the weapon is almost completely gone because the projectile is bigger, meaning that the trade-off of more skill equal more damage is pretty much now gone. I don't know why they changed the Terra Blade so much. Relogic. It was fine how it was. Please change it back to how it was. I'm fine with the other weapons. They're fine. Because the True Knight's Edge, it's the True Knight's Edge. No one talks about it. It's shit. And I feel like the True Excalibur was never great at all. Why would you do that when you have the True Knight's Edge? So I think the change for that one was good. If you really like more damage, more up close, if that makes sense. It's a good which one do you want? Projectile based weapons or actual melee? So it's a good choice. It's just it was fine how it was. It was the combination of both those weapons, projectile and fast swinging, So I don't really know how I'm gonna end this video. It was just really about ranting about this just stupid change, in my opinion. It's obviously my opinion. If you like the new changes, you like it, but I personally don't. And I hope it's changed back to how it was originally. Now, I can go into, DPS, damage per second with both of them and determine which one's better, but I feel like this is a topic of more balancing than damage-wise, which one's better. I feel like the original Terra Blade, before the new update and the rework, was way better. Balancing wise, just because it looks better doesn't mean it is. Anyway. Peace.